I'm gonna leave the camera where it is, and I'm just gonna film something off my phone real quick. Let's turn the light on. Living out boxes. Got some clothes stacked up. Just kind of living in my mom's living room right now. For now. Got the nuggets in the cut. So yeah. So that's how we're rocking. I wanted to just drop a video and explain my transition. I feel like there's certain things that God wants me to do and God wants me to achieve, and he told me to come back. Like, I kept getting messages like, come back over here, go to where your community is, go to where your support is. You know, I've spent my whole life in this area, so things are just moving for me differently out here versus spending a year in another area where I don't really go outside. Like, I'm not in the business of making new friends. I'm not in the business of drinking or partying or any of that stuff. I'm really locked in my studio like 24/7. So for me to just be alone all the time wasn't making much sense. I'm proud of myself for coming back. I truly am. You know, sometimes you do have to take a step back, but you have to survey the situation, and you look and you make your next move accordingly, and then all of a sudden now you're 10 steps ahead of where you could have been. So I really look at it as, yeah, I might be moving backwards a little bit, but it's only to propel forward. It's not to stay back here. It does feel really weird being in my parents' house. It feels like I'm not supposed to be here. I don't like the energy here, you know? I don't like the energy in my hometown. It's real different. Things are not coincidental, and I keep getting these messages, come back here, come back here. So I'm back here now. I do see more support. I do see more help. I'm a little depressed because it hurts inside a little bit, you know? Getting to a place in life and then having to walk away from that. And it takes a lot of strength, and it takes a lot of power, and it takes a lot from your mind. I know things are going to work out for me, and I have a different mindset now. I'm thankful for everything that Miami did to me. Miami cleaned me up. It got me sober. It got me closer to God. You know, having all that alone time was so special for me because I truly was able to shape myself into the person that I've been wanting to shape myself into for a long time. I've been trying to stop smoking for like 2 years, and it was not easy, but now I'm going strong on it. You know, keep telling myself I've been wanting to stop drinking, and now I'm going strong on it. Like, I could be around other people drinking and smoking and not even want to think about it. So I'm just past that point. I'm onto something different with my life. My mindset changed from jumping around from relationship to relationship. Like, I've been very true to my abstinence, and it almost broke, but I didn't break it, and I'm really proud of myself for not breaking it, because I'm truly saving my body, and I'm saving my spirit, and I'm saving my energy for somebody who's going to come into my life, and something that's going to last. Like, I'm not trying to just give myself to somebody and it's just not going to work out. I don't want to do that. I can't afford any more heartbreak. I can't afford any more. I'm good off of it. You know, I'd rather protect myself, and I'd rather take pride in my body and respect myself. It's a different mindset now. So being back over here, it's not as bad as when I left, because when I left, there were so many distractions. I was involved in a lot of just hood shit, really, just to keep it a buck. It was just bitches, money, drugs, guns, crime, scamming, this and that. Now it's just, I'm so beyond over all of that. All I want in my life is to create a residual for myself. The next nice chunk of money I'm going to get, I'm going to start opening mortgages. I'm going to start doing rentals. I'm going to start flipping properties and taking my construction company more serious. And I'm going to be smart as to how to manage my time, because all of my time right now needs to be going into my music career, because that is starting to prevail for me. There's money starting to flow from it, and it's something that I've been wanting for years. I've been praying for this for years, and it's finally starting to come. So now is the time of my life where I have to put my head down, and I have to lock in and continue to avoid these distractions. And I'm working towards being able to have a marriage and being able to have children and being able to have my wife and kids not have to worry about nothing. Me being able to, if I choose to, stay in bed all day, I would be able to do that because I got money coming in no matter what, even if I'm sleeping, residuals. I'm looking forward to the next chapter. It's really hard for me right now living out of boxes. I'm that type of person that's so OCD and has to have everything so on point that now all my stuff, I don't even, like, I got pretty much all my stuff here. A lot of stuff is in storage, but like everything I really need is here. But it's like I don't know. It's just all stuffed in bags, and like to find something I gotta go through and rip everything apart. And now everything is scattered throughout my mom's living room, and it's taking a toll on my mental. I did not want to pull this camera out. I did not want to pull this light out. I didn't even know where the microphone was. I'm not trying to. It's just I like to have everything set up, ready to go. Otherwise, it leads me to like this procrastination and I just don't want to do anything. But I'm still doing this video. I'm tired. I just want to go to bed. It's hard to even think right now. But I got a lot of tours set up. I'm going to be moving to the New York City area. I'm going to be able to lock down on content. I'm going to be able to lock down on pursuing my music career. I think the music industry is more fluent in New York City. I think it'll be better for me. I'm not going to lie. You know, than just how it is in Miami. Miami's dope. It's got a music scene over there. It's got a lot of content creators, but it's different. And for me right now, like I said, with the community, it just makes more sense for me to be over here. So I'm not going to fight that. I'm going to walk down the path that God leads me down. I know everything's going to be good. I need to get stronger. I need to get healthier. I need to become more faithful. There's going to be a transition in my life this year that once it clicks, it's going to be like never look back. And I'm just waiting for that moment. Just waiting on that moment. Things are going to happen. Things are going to come. Sometimes the past is just so overwhelming. You know, I lived a certain life that it can't be taken back. No matter how hard I try. Like, I even tried expunging my record recently. Like, I got one of the best lawyers in the state, and he's like, I'm so sorry. Like, your record, he basically was like, your record can't be expunged. He was like, he was like, you'll be able to file for expungement come 2034, 10 years from now. I'm going to be like 36 years old. That's when I could file for expungement. And he said there's no guarantee that even after you file for expungement that it's going to work. You know, I always had the short stick. I've had a rough life, honestly. I'm not going to lie. And there's so many things that just haunt me. Like, I want to be able to move on. I want to be able to do certain things. And it's like, I can't. I'm thankful that I have my mother. My mother's been letting me use her name. Like, I don't even have bank account. I can't even write checks out of my bank account. I can't even Zelle somebody from my bank account. Do you know how crazy that is? To have to operate a pretty decent multi-figure construction company, and now I have to operate through other people's bank accounts, be transferring money, have to write out checks from other people's names. It's really not easy, but you know, at the end of the day, your life is a result of the choices that you have made. I really don't like this word, but I fucked my life up. And now, this past year, I've just been working on unfucking myself. And it is so hard to do because I got myself so deep into things that like you can't come back from. I don't have any excuses. I have nothing else to do at this point. There's just so many things going on, and there's only so much time in the day that if I want to be able to pursue and make something of this music career, all that other stuff has really got to... I can't think of it right now. I can't focus on it right now. It's nothing but a side hustle. It's if I got the time, when I got the time, but more important, if I got the time, then I might sit down and do a few things with that. I'm not even gonna lie, like, I'm so tired I can't even think right now. I don't even know how to keep feeding this conversation. My dad just got home. He's gonna start making a whole bunch of noise. So I'm about to move this video into, I'm just going to go outside. So just give me a second to compose my thoughts. Life is such a rat race, and I feel like I've been on the wrong side of it my whole entire life. I was always chasing money, and I was always chasing the next nice things and the next big opportunities, and just chasing cars, clothes, girls. For what? Because at the end of the day, all that drained so much energy from me that it really wasn't worth it. And now I'm sitting here where it's like everything that I've been through and all the wrong things that I've chased has led my mental into the wrong direction. And that's probably the only reason I'm good at music and can make music, is because I've been through so much trauma in my life. The art expression is really all I have. It's the only happiness that I could find. I really feel like for most people, the real gift of life is to be ungifted. And it sounds crazy, but I think most of the people who have gifts, it comes with a lot in your mind. And most of those things that you're battling in your mind are not positive, they're negative. What a life it would be to just have some sort of comfort, you know? I haven't felt comfort in so long. Actually, you know what? I'm lying. All right, I haven't really spoken of this, but when I was in Miami a few weeks before I made the decision, I got a message saying, go back to New Jersey and I'll restore your relationship. I let it go because I thought that it was talking about a specific person of my past that I necessarily don't want the restoration. Like, if you follow my music, it may seem like I'm heartbroken or whatever, but honestly, bro, those are just the emotions that I've been pouring out into my tracks. And a lot of the tracks that I've been releasing recently, they were made a year, 2 years ago, some of them even 3 years ago. All the recent music that I've made, like, y'all don't got access to that yet. You just don't. And that's how it works for a lot of artists. Like, it takes time. It's a process, you know? Make a song, it doesn't go out to the public until 3 years later. Might not even blow up and get to where you want it to be for another 3 years. It's a process with this stuff. It's like real estate. You know, you're not seeing a return on your rental until 10, 15 years in. So I compare music to that. But getting back to the restoration of relationship message that I got, I thought it was about a specific person. I just tossed it to the side. You know, wasn't expecting anything. I came back to New Jersey. Someone had reached out to me that I really, really like. And we've always been a part of each other's lives, but it never really worked out between us. You know, the timing was never right. There was always things getting in the way, but it was always a person that was in the background of my life, and a person that I've always had a spot in my heart for. And she had reached out to me, and we got together. I can't even really describe it, how happy that I felt. And it was just a sense of comfort that I have not felt in so long. I'm talking so long. And we had such a good conversation about a possible future between us. It's going to be really hard because there's distance between us. I would love to make things work. You know, I'm ready to put a foot forward, but I'm also at the point in my life where I need to really lock down and focus on me and take care of myself right now and get myself super, super stable to the point where I can stabilize somebody else with me. So, you know, the timing may or may not be right. I would love for something to happen. I'd be willing to put the best foot forward. But, you know, you can't get your hopes up because anything could happen. And life gets in the way of things. Hey! Quiet down over there. Guy. You can't get too excited about something because if it doesn't work out, then you just end up devastating yourself. But I do really hope things work out. Like, we ended up spending a decent amount of time together. She ended up coming back to my house with me. She slept over, and it was just like having that person next to me is a feeling that I cannot explain. It's a feeling that like makes you feel just like you're on top of the world. It just gives you a sense of comfort. And I lie when I say I haven't felt comfort in a very long time, because that was the first time in such a long time that I actually felt comfort and actually felt peace. You know, life has so many ups and downs in it, and there's going to be a lot of chapters in your life. You know, you're writing a book and it has so many pages, and there's going to be some pages that you just want to flip. You just want to not even read it. You just want to move on to the next page. And it's not always that easy. There's going to be pages that you want to go back and reread. And there's going to be pages that you just want to pause on, and you just want that page to just last forever. But guess what? Time keeps going. It waits for no man, and it's going to keep going, and it's going to keep going, and it's going to keep going. So you need to cherish the moments that you value, live in those moments fully present, and just take a piece of that with you, because that's a part of your book. You just got to keep writing the book. You got to keep going. There's a lot of pages that I wish I could rip right out my book, but you can't, because it makes you. I almost feel like I failed because I went out to Miami on a mission to make something out of my music career. And, you know, I got to keep reminding myself that I didn't fail. I succeeded an insane amount this past year. I've made progress that it takes some people 10, 20 years to make, and I'm ready to capitalize on it. I went out there with a lack of direction. I went out there still putting myself under the influence of drugs and alcohol. I went out there still chasing girls. I went out there still trying to find my true purpose. I achieved every goal that I've been wanting to achieve. I've been around like some messed up stuff, bro. Some messed up stuff. A lot of my close friends in life are murderers and drug dealers, and we've just seen things. Like, I've just been around some shit, bro. And that energy just rubs off, and you really are a product of your environment. And my environment has never been right. And removing myself from that environment gave me no choice but to lock in with myself. And it was something that I've been needing to do. No distractions, nobody around. There was no family out there. I had my grandfather out there. He passed away, which was hard for me. You know, kept it pushing. My roommate started getting booked crazy in New York City. He was barely there. It was just a time for me. It was a time for me to go into isolation and to start leaning on God. I didn't even care if I woke up the next day. I used to be on that mindset where it was just like, it is what it is, bro. Like, there's nothing for me in this world. Like, it is what it is. I don't even care if I wake up the next day. And now I've just conquered so many negative emotions and turned them into a positive. I've conquered so much stuff, and I'm proud of myself for that. I didn't fail. Remember when I used to be sitting there, like, I've always made money off music because I've always been able to like sell beats, and I've always been able to, like, I'm a pretty damn good audio engineer too, not gonna lie. So I've always been able to charge like healthy hourly rates to get people in the studio and make music for other people. Like, there's always money in the music industry for me, and there always has been. But the fact I've been wanting to make just a couple dollars, just a dollar, just to see if it works, just off of my music with my lyrics on it, my songs. And now I have 100 coming in there, 100 coming in here, 200 there, 200 here. And it's like, it's nice. I could actually pull out checks from my distribution company and be able to give money to my mom and be able to buy things. Like, it's not a crazy amount, but it's working. Sometimes you don't realize how far you've come in life because you are just taking it day by day. There's a time where you have to look back and you have to realize that today you're living in all of the things that you used to pray for 2 years ago or 3 years ago or 4 years ago. You used to pray for these things, and now guess what? You're living in it. You have to not always want so much. Like I'm that type of person. I'm always gonna want more. I'm always gonna want more. Even Jay-Z became the first billionaire in the hip hop game. Do you know how much of an achievement that is? And bro's sitting there like, I think I need $1 trillion now. Like, it's just, you gotta be in that mindset where you always want more and you're always striving for more, and there's no stagnancy, there's no comfort. It's just you gotta keep going until you drop. Until you can't go anymore, you gotta keep going. But there also has to be a satisfaction level where you can be happy with yourself, where if a tragedy was to happen, if you got sick tomorrow, if you got in a crazy car accident and you got paralyzed, or if something really happened, or if worse, even if you died tomorrow, like, where would you be in life? Would you be happy with what you've done up to that point? You know, you got to find some sort of satisfaction. Let me hop in the whip real quick, finish up this video, wrap it up, and edit it so I could drop it tomorrow. It's going to be a last minute type thing. All right, that's crooked. That's dumb quick. Oh, not terrible, not terrible, not terrible. Come on, bruh. Good vibes only. I'm feeling great. When you're doing good, they're going to hate. I'm going to attract, I ain't going to chase. I'm going to laugh when I'm leaving the bank. Oh, shit. It's the Jakes. We got to go. It's like that. All right. Good enough. Lighting's ass. All right, good enough. I'll let that rock. Mic check. Boy, oh boy. I'm annoyed at myself for always taking things so far. I've always wanted instant gratification. I truly have been working on that. It's not an overnight process, but I feel like I'm there, you know. As long as I can make music, as long as I can get a post out every day, I think that's what makes me happy, to be honest. It matters so much less about the place that I'm at, or what my view is like, or what kind of car I'm driving, or what kind of clothes I got on. It just doesn't matter. What matters to me is the people. It's not necessarily the place, it's the people. The stress in my life, it doesn't come from working hard. I work so hard. Like I said, I haven't slept in a while. I work hard. The only times I ever get stressed is when the day comes to an end and all the things that I should have done or should be doing are not done. If I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I don't care if I don't sleep for a week. I don't care. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. That's where the happiness comes from. There's a lot of depression in this world, and a lot of times I'm not gonna lie, I'm depressed, but I find happiness in the little things. And since I've been able to post every single day since I started this journey, Heaven or Hell. Man, I dropped a lot of songs in Heaven or Hell. Heaven or Hell 5 months ago. Dope visuals 5 months ago. I've been on this journey since March 20th. 5 months. I've been proud of myself. I haven't had a down moment. I mean, you know, there's times you get depressed. There's times you wish things could go different ways. There's certain pages that you wish you didn't have to flip off of, you know? When you have a lifelong dream that you've been postponing because of other people in your life, should have never done that for other people, or you've been postponing because of certain situations. Certain situations may be out of your control, but honestly, that's just a sorry-ass excuse, because nothing ever really stopped me from going to make music. Like, nothing ever stopped. Like, there was no, well, actually, like, I lied. Like, well, within the past 5 years, nothing ever, like, you go to jail, you just may not be able to make music, and it's just as simple as that. But that's also your own doing. Last time I was in jail I was 20 or 21 years old last time I was in jail. So it's been a good 5 years since there's actually been anything in my way that I couldn't do music. So for me to have not been working on what I should be working on in the past 5 years, that's my own sorry-ass fault. There are things in your life that no matter how hard you try, because I've given things my all, no matter how hard you try, they are not going to work out. And you know why? It's because it is not your path. It's not your true purpose. It's not your calling. You need to move on. You need to go to the next, because I guarantee you, when you start working on that true purpose, on what you're supposed to be doing with your life, Things are going to flow effortlessly. And you can't be ready to build the next decades of your future and get it all done in 5 months. It's not going to happen in 5 months. Like, I just started. I just started. Some of the greatest people, like, let's just look up rappers who blew up after 25. Okay. Rick Ross didn't blow up till he was 30 years old when he dropped his debut, Port of Miami. We got Jay-Z. Jay-Z dropped Reasonable Doubt at the age of 26. And Reasonable Doubt, it did numbers, but it didn't do... His first and second album didn't do what his third album did. His third album is the one that blew him up. He started to gain recognition when he was 26, but it didn't happen when he was 26. Then you got Kanye West, dropped his debut, College Dropout, at age 26. You got 50 Cent. 50 Cent dropped Get Rich or Die Trying at the age of 27. Nicki Minaj, just weeks shy of her 28th birthday, she dropped her debut album, Pink Friday. Jeezy at 27. Macklemore, 30. Eminem, he released his debut album at 26 years old. Childish Gambino, 28. French Montana, 28. And you know what? I'm not sitting here comparing myself with these people because it's just everybody's time is different. But that just gives me a little bit of spark in my brain, a little bit of confidence in myself to know that it's not too late. Like, I'm just about to turn 26. I'm just about to hit that debut. Like, I haven't got there yet. I have to keep going, keep pushing, and never quit. Because if I never quit, I'm never going to fail. But the day that I give up is the day I might as well just dig my own grave. There's no giving up, because what else am I going to do? I have developed such an intense patience in my life. I'm a patient person. I can wait. 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 I hope things work out with this person who popped into my life. I could wait. You know what I'm saying? What else am I doing? Things are going to work out with my music career. I could wait. What else am I doing? I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep grinding. I could wait. I just hope that I don't have to wait for too much longer. It's honestly truly only up from here. And that's exactly where I'm headed. So, have a good day.